What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction with your host, the Ignorant Eclectic Mad Genius. And today we're back on that boy Will's channel. I guess the Trump supporters or voters or whatever, I guess it's a little bit of regret. But let me stop talking. But hit that like, hit that sub, tell a friend, man. Thank y'all for everybody that's been rocking out with your boy. Thank you for all the Facebook, the followers on Facebook. Um, all the stuff that's been going on, bro. It's just been a lot. Uh I can't explain everything, but I just been working. Like I've been working like crazy. Hit that like, hit that sub, tell a friend, tell a friend. Let me stop talking. Let's do this.
Suffering, man. I know y'all love these types of videos. Let's get right into it. But first, hype me up.
Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up.
Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350.
No.
Now, what am I supposed to do? Huh? So I literally just got this piece of mail today saying that due to new policy changes from the Trump administration, all this shit, whatever, that all these cuts and whatever he's doing over there, now they're telling me I have to go work. Now I have to go do all this. Well, I literally got 5 kids. Okay,
My boy been putting in work. Holy, he wasn't leaving no days off. He was his old lady. He was putting his old lady to work. I wonder if he got one old lady or like multiple. But hey, what do I care? Like y'all don't care about us.
I'm trying to sit here and spend time with them. I'm not trying to go work, 50, 60 hours a week so I can pay bills.
But that, bro, you're a grown ass adult. That's what you're supposed to do. Unless whatever.
I just really don't understand. I voted for him this last election because I thought what he had good was going on, but now all of a sudden, all this policy stuff's coming out, and now
But like, what was your reason for voting for him? Is what I would ask.
he's making all these cuts, and now he doesn't want to help the less fortunate people no more.
Trump and MAGA.
Boy, your whole area is less fortunate and y'all still voted for him. Y'all thought a rich billionaire cared about you. Ridiculous.
Trump and MAGA supporters were told that cutting government assistance would eliminate waste and punish people who refuse to work. But now, some of the same voters are discovering that food assistance cuts can reach their own homes, parents, children, and communities. Policies do not check who you voted for before the consequences arrive.
I'm 65 years old. I'm legally blind. I'm on disability. I went to my doc and I lost 28 pounds in the last year. I did not need to lose 28 pounds. I did not try to lose 28 pounds. I lost the 28 pounds because I cannot afford to eat anymore.
Oh.
Now, with grocery prices so high, propane, electricity out of this world, I now only allow myself $65 a month for food.
Sharon, are you on
You better buy all canned tuna and canned goods.
SNAP benefits?
Let me tell you, under Joe Biden, I received $80 a month for SNAP. That was taken away from me under Donald Trump. He took it away. He gave me $24 a month. I did receive that for a couple of months. Then he took it down to $12.
And you never got your gold check.
$12.50 a month. I said, screw you. So I'm not doing that no more. So now I get $65 a month, Mimi. And for them people out there, all these Republicans that are doing so flippin' well right now, I have 3 potatoes. I have a half a tomato. I have 3 bananas, 1 apple, 1 can of soup, a half a loaf of bread, 1 egg, and 1 can of green beans. I do not get paid until the 3rd. I am disability blind. I cannot drive a car. I'm 15 miles out of town, so I am not able to just trot my butt down to the food shelf. I used to volunteer at the food shelf. I can't even do that anymore. I don't understand. I'd like somebody to explain to me, why is it always the poor people that are helping the poor people?
Because poor people,
Bro, oh, my bad.
like yourself, are stupid. There's really no getting around it.
Don't understand.
No, these individuals who claim who say that they're poor, they just believe that they're a higher class of poor than everyone else. They look down on the other poors.
Conservatives losing their SNAP benefits are just getting what's coming to them for voting for Donald Trump. This is exactly what you wanted. Now you get what you
Facts.
deserve.
The stories in this clip expose how misleading the stereotypes surrounding SNAP have become. Food assistance is not limited to people who refuse to work. It supports employed parents, disabled adults, veterans, seniors, children, and families dealing with medical emergencies or temporary financial hardship. One mother works for a school district but is paid only once a month. After covering her bills, she has almost nothing left for food. Another person describes chronic medical conditions, overdue credit cards, the possible loss of a vehicle, and the fear of being unable to feed her children. These people are not living extravagant lives. They are trying to survive. Yet MAGA politics repeatedly portrays public assistance as a reward for laziness. That makes it easier to cut programs because voters are encouraged to picture an undeserving stranger rather than a working parent, a disabled neighbor, or an elderly relative. But hunger is not evidence of moral failure. In an economy where wages, housing, healthcare, utilities, and groceries remain painfully expensive, even hardworking people can fall behind.
There is absolutely nothing that MAGA folks won't blame on people of color. Not because folks of color are actually to blame for any of those things, but because it's all MAGA knows. If you're out of work, must be because an immigrant of color or a black person took your job. If your taxes are too high, it must be because of welfare payments going to those people. Never mind the contradiction
Let 'em cook.
of saying that they take all the jobs, but also take none of the jobs because they're too busy relying on welfare rather than working. It can't be both, guys. You got to pick a lane, right? Kid didn't get into the college you wanted? Well, must be because a person of color got preferential treatment and stole their slot, even though the Supreme Court has essentially ended race-based affirmative action. You can't afford a home? Well, it must be because immigrants are taking all the homes and driving up the cost. Forget for a minute that they're also the ones building most of the homes, thereby driving down the cost. But, whatever. Scared of crime? Well, it must be because black and brown folks and migrants are making the cities unsafe. Forget for a minute that crime has actually dropped, even as immigration has gone up, and immigrants have lower crime rates than American citizens, but,
Crime is trending down overall for the most part in this country, dog. But they need to keep you stuck on black people killing black people, even though us killing us don't affect you as a white person. Please make that make sense. But they got to keep you distracted.
Whatever. When the pandemic hit, oh yeah, that was the fault of Asians, people of color, and their open air markets. When a door flew off a plane a couple years ago, Elon blamed it on a DEI program for pilots. And when a barge brought down a bridge in Baltimore, the right blamed it on the DEI mayor, which is just their new word for the N-word. To MAGA, white folks are never to blame for anything. Black and brown folks are to blame for everything. Why? Because MAGA is a racist cult. If your answer for every problem in America is people of color, you're a racist by definition. If your answer is Jews, you're a Nazi. And in either case, you deserve to be crushed utterly and without pity or mercy.
Nearly half of Arizona families receiving SNAP benefits have disappeared from the system in less than a year. And no, that does not mean hunger suddenly disappeared in Arizona. It means people are getting cut off while the state struggles with a massive backlog and new federal restrictions. Arizona is experiencing the largest drop in SNAP participation in the entire country, and thousands of families are now scrambling just to feed their children because apparently surviving inflation now also requires surviving government paperwork roulette. So according to recent reporting, Arizona went from more than 455,000 families receiving these benefits last July to just over 235,000 families in April of this year. That's nearly a 50% drop. We are talking about parents skipping meals, children losing food access, and families sitting in bureaucratic limbo for months while trying to survive rising grocery prices.
One of the most
Y'all ever noticed that the states where people are like really doing the worst financially are red states? You name a red state that's literally thriving. I'm talking about thriving because in my state, New Orleans is a blue city. And it is the one that's really, really doing the most for the whole state. Meanwhile, the rest of the state ain't really doing nothing. It's them rural areas where them people are racist or voting for the Republicans who don't care about them. Republicans don't invest into the community. They don't put no money into infrastructure. They don't do anything. Crazy work. But y'all keep voting for them.
One Arizona mother told reporters she's been submitting paperwork since August and still cannot get benefits restored while caring for children with a life-threatening blood disorder. The Arizona Department of Economic Security says part of the problem is a massive backlog tied to new federal SNAP requirements, outdated technology, staffing issues,
and that's one thing that really pisses me off. The fact that all of our tech is 20 to 30 years fucking old and has not been upgraded not one time. It's fraud. It's all been fraud this entire time, bro. It's all been fraud. I could be 1% wrong, but motherfucker, I'm not. I'm 100% right. There's no reason why our finances, our financial pipelines have not been upgraded. I mean, they are upgraded now, and I'm just talking about within like the last like year and a half. Like our was it the insurance stuff and like stuff like that? That should all have been upgraded a long time ago. It just bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Stricter eligibility rules implemented after changes from the Trump administration last year. So those changes expanded work requirements and removed exemptions that previously protected some residents in Maricopa County. Certain immigrant groups also lost eligibility entirely under the new federal changes. And what makes this especially concerning is that advocacy groups and policy researchers say the drop is far too large to simply be explained by people no longer needing help. Arizona's unemployment rate has not suddenly collapsed. Grocery prices are still high. Families are still struggling. Researchers with the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities warned that Arizona's decline far exceeds national trends and may reflect eligible families losing access because of paperwork barriers, processing delays, and administrative failures.
That's crazy. And that's another reason why I be telling people, bro, group economics is the only way we're going to be able to survive, bro. Literally the only way we're going to be able to survive and make sure that our loved ones and the people that we love and care for are good. Like, that's the only way now. Like, there's no other way. That's that fucking lone wolf mentality. I'm speaking to myself right now. That lone wolf mentality, like, that shit is cool, but it's not going to help 100%. It's going to just add more stress to your life, and it's going to reduce your lifespan.
And that matters because food insecurity is not just a hunger issue, it's a healthcare issue too. Children experiencing food insecurity face worse long-term health outcomes, chronic stress, developmental issues, and higher rates of hospitalization. Families under this level of financial strain often delay medical care, and then they ration their meds or end up in crisis systems that cost far more than prevention ever would.
Right.
If nearly half your recipients disappear while demand remains high, that is not evidence the crisis solved. It's evidence that the system is becoming harder to survive.
I'm losing all my food stamps. Basically, my car is about to probably be taken next month. So
better start parking around the corner.
I just got a notification from DSHS that they're going to be giving me $275 to feed me and my two kids.
Who did you
I
vote
have
for? So
I have chronic medical conditions. I've worked my ass off to try to succeed on TikTok and a plethora of other things. I have a billion different certificates. I have education. I have training. I have a lot of success under my belt, but
She looks more like a liberal, man. She don't look like a typical Trump supporter. She said she got training, education, certifications, things that most MAGA people don't have. So she might not even be MAGA.
I wouldn't say that. Like, some of them are smart. Now, you can't just give it to all of them, but some of them are very smart.
I'm fucking tired. I'm tired, and I've got chronic medical conditions, and I can't afford to feed my kids, and I'm 2 months behind on my credit card bills, and I'm not gonna be able to afford my car payment.
What is up with everybody being financially illiterate? And like, I'm not even trying to be mean, but it's just like, yo, I just look at things completely different. Like, I was just forced to look at financial literacy way earlier than everybody else did. I guess was, but god damn.
Like, for sure, definitely next month. So that's where we're at.
The transcript all.
Hey, dog, if I was in her situation, I wouldn't even be tripping about no credit card, man.
Hell
Listen,
nah, let that
credit
shit
would be
lapse,
the
you heard me?
least of my worries if I'm strapped for cash. Anything installment payment wise that they just can't come and take is getting pushed to the back burner until I get straight and get back on my feet. A credit card payment, please. Visa, MasterCard, y'all better chill out till I get straight, because I gotta pay this light bill. Anything that can't get anything that can get taken away and cut off, I gotta make sure that's the priority. A credit card bill? Man, please. Credit card bill not getting paid today. I'll take the credit score drop. Ain't like you gonna be able to go get nothing with it. No way, you ain't making no money already.
And pushes hardship downward.
Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350. Now, what am I supposed to do?
This welfare
So
baby.
I literally just got this piece of mail today saying that due to new policy changes from the Trump administration, all this shit, whatever, that all these cuts and whatever he's doing over there, now they're telling me I have to go work. Now I have to go do all this. Well, I literally got 5 kids. Okay, I'm trying to sit here and spend time with them. I'm not trying to go work, 50, 60 hours a week so I can pay bills. I just really don't understand.
So you mean to tell me you ain't trying to go pick yourself up by your bootstraps like your people always tell my people, bro? Boy, he's everything they say we are. Lazy, entitled, don't want to work, got a bunch of kids running around, don't want to take care of them. Wow.
I voted for him this last election because I thought what he had good was going on, but now all of a sudden, all this policy stuff's coming out, and now he's making all these cuts, and now he doesn't want to help the less fortunate people no more. I'm done with that guy.
He never wanted to help the less fortunate. As much as y'all wanted to believe that, bro, you was always going to be you was always going to have to focus on yourself and your family. Everything that they was doing was for them. It was never for you. I hate to say it like that, but I vote my own interests. My own interest is the only things that I'm paying attention to. And it's better to focus primarily on where you live in your city districts, like elections and stuff like that, because those are the things that's going to be able to help you make it longer. The presidency thing is some bullshit. And I ain't trying to get into all that, but focus on literally where you live, that legislation, the people who are for you, make sure they get in. You have to be focused on all of that stuff, bro. You have to be, because if you're not, just anybody and everybody can just get in, and then they would never have your back. And then if you're not going to stand up and kick them out of the house, the seat that they gave, that you allowed them to get in, like, it's no point.
I'm done with that guy. I'm
not been done with you.
If he gets voted in again, I'm leaving this country. Because I'm
wait. Ain't that what y'all was telling the people who didn't want to? Okay, all right. Hey, whatever. But
I deal with this no more.
I thought this is my country. You get out of here. You don't belong here. Yeah, go back to your country. Now y'all complaining? All right, whatever.
This is all shit.
The school district.
And the crazy thing is, bro, they have people in this country who will vote for him to be voted in a third term, which is crazy. He didn't mess over you enough the first 2 times?
I only get paid once a month. By the time I get my bills paid, I have nothing left to pay for food and other basic needs. If it wasn't for SNAP benefits, I wouldn't be able to feed my children or myself. I work, pay my bills, and like every other mom, I want to be sure that I have enough food to put on the table.
You're telling me my tax dollars got you this big? Last thing you need to be worried about is having enough food.
What this clip reveals is one of the cruelest contradictions in MAGA politics. People were encouraged to cheer for cuts because they were told the pain would fall on somebody else. They were told food assistance was waste. They were told struggling families were lazy. They were told immigrants, minorities, and poor people were draining the system. And many voters accepted that story because it made hardship look like a moral failure instead of...
And they are the poor people who don't want to work and who are actually draining the system. Like that bald-head white dude that said he used to get $2,800 a month and now it's been reduced to $300 a month and he's going to have to go to work and he doesn't want to go and work 60 hours a week so he can take care of his 5 children. They're everything they say we are, bro. That's crazy.
An economic and political problem. But hunger does not check party registration. When SNAP benefits are cut, the consequences reach working parents, disabled adults, veterans, seniors, children. They reach families who work, pay bills, raise children, and still cannot make grocery prices fit inside their income. That is why the testimonies in this clip matter. They are people describing empty refrigerators, skipped meals, overdue bills, lost weight, and some of them voted for Trump. That should not become an excuse for cruelty or celebration. Nobody should enjoy watching a parent struggle to feed a child.
Man, speak for yourself, boy.
Compassion should not disappear simply because someone made a political choice we strongly disagree with, but compassion does not erase accountability. Many MAGA voters supported cuts because...
And the reason why I don't feel I ain't gonna say ill will. I don't have no ill will. But I don't feel sympathy for them for the simple fact that the stuff that we continue to go through, and like I'm talking about my people or whatever, from all different, all each and every side, all different sides and stuff like that. Like, bro, that shit is irritating. It's fucking irritating.
They believed assistance mainly benefited people they had been taught to resent. They imagined the target would be an immigrant, a minority family. They did not imagine the target would be their neighbor, their coworker, their parents, or themselves.
Now the policy has telling us to feel sorry for them people. Don't laugh at them. No, they have to be laughed at because they're laughable. Straight up.
Reached their kitchen table. That is the danger of voting based on who you want punished. Government programs do not separate deserving people from the political enemies created by campaign rhetoric. When eligibility rules tighten, paperwork becomes harder.
You yapping at this point. Listen, bro, you voted for Trump shitty boot ass, and now you're fucked. It is what it is, dog. This man can't even keep his bowels in check. Everybody around him say he smells like death. He smells horrible. You should see the faces of people around him when he's in the area. They look like they about to throw up in their mouth. They're sick to their stomachs. Yeah, you voted for this guy. Crazy work, bro. Sleepy Joe. I remember that kind of stuff. Sleepy Joe. Every time I see this guy on TV, he is nodding off or taking a nap. And then he wakes himself up because he just farted. And it stink. Dirty. He needs your food stamps to build this $400 million ballroom. Bro, $400 million ballroom just shows you that they have their priorities all mixed up. No wonder he said, I love the uneducated. Of course you have to love the uneducated because they're brainwashed and they're easy to manipulate and control. Oh, look, it's the consequences of my own actions. It sure is, knocking down your door. The rich are enjoying their tax break at your expense. The first guy was clearly trolling. I was thinking that to myself, yeah, bro. He probably not even a real MAGA person. He probably was just talking shit and posting it to troll people, bro. We told y'all you're not like them. The wealthy hate you too. Of course, they are crying about it. They never thought it would affect them. Bro, if one of these Republican MAGA people were to ever see Trump in real life, he would probably look at them in utter disgust. Like, what are you doing next to me, peasant? You voted for it. Deal with it. You will get zero sympathy from any single normal person, for real. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. That's what I said. $2,800 in food stamps.
I still just hate that fucking term, bro. But yo, hit that like, hit that sub, tell a friend, man. Shout out to that boy Willie once again. Give me your thoughts and comments in the comments down below, bro. Jesus.